Good morning, everybody! Today is the very first day of FSL Elite, and I'm very excited to be here. My name's Ashley, and I'm with
Holler, how are you guys
Holler,
doing
that's
today?
right.
It is a fine, what is it, Friday? We're playing Dota on a
We're
Friday?
playing Dota on a Friday, and
Oh my
you don't
gosh.
have to be at work. I don't have to be, or rather, this is work, here, right? But you don't have to be at your 9-to-5 desk job. And
Yes.
we can, bring you like Dota games right now.
Mhm.
From Bounty Arena here, we're coming to you live, of course, from Bounty Arena, which is at 1 North here.
It's in Singapore
And
for the
it's
record.
in Singapore, that's
If you're
right.
tuning
So
in,
we
you know.
brought in all the teams, and then we've got them actually right behind us. I don't know if you can see here and here.
Yeah. And you're not pointing at me, but we have
Yeah.
a great set of games. We have a whole bunch of, 6 best of ones today?
That's right, 6 best of ones, and it won't be just us today, right? We actually have
Yes.
another special caster coming on
Yes.
for you guys.
But
so-
let's not spoil that.
Let's not spoil that.
Yes.
All right, let's not
I
spoil
think
it.
just stay tuned because we do have a special guest. He's going to be here. Oh, I just kind
Wait,
of gave it
did you
away.
just-
I gave you
assume
gender.
his gender.
I did. It might be the person behind us, maybe. I don't know. But we'll get to that. So, okay, we've got a great set of games. We have, what is the first matchup for today?
First matchup will be between Asterisk and Bren Esports, and just so you guys know, right? Asterisk, they are a local Singaporean team here, and they have gone completely undefeated in the playoffs. So let's see, if Bren is able to take a game off that, because Bren, they're not some weak, insignificant team here. Okay, so we will definitely see some interesting games coming out here.
Right.
Asterisk known for their very solid. Teamwork as well as drafting. I think Ja is an amazing drafter,
Right.
and I always love the way she drafts.
Yeah, and another thing is that Asterisk, I don't even think they've dropped a game
Nope, not at all.
in this entire FSL,
Yeah.
which is pretty impressive in and of itself. Now, mind you, Bren Esports is a little bit different in the sense that they were previously known as Elite.
Right.
They did very well. Obviously, they're top 4. That's, no small feat.
Yep.
And they've been picked up by Bren Esports. And so they've now been sponsored, which is great, and great visibility for them. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them for sure. So yeah, now as we are gonna kick off into the game, for a bit. But of course, let's say what are you looking forward to in maybe the matches to come, or is it maybe in this particular match?
Right. I mean, it comes back to the patches that we've had. We haven't had too many since the International, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like everything is kind of, not to say boring, but it hasn't been changing so much. Like, we didn't get a patch yesterday or a week before. Like,
I
people...
thought we were gonna get a match before MDL Chengdu actually.
I think they're waiting for after that, right? So,
oh
like,
my goodness, it's so long.
but
Just give
we
me a new
know the
patch.
meta. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and I totally feel the same way. But we know the meta, and then nothing is really going to surprise us at this point, right? Like,
Right.
we know the big power hitters, Abaddon, we know Faceless Void is up there, LC.
Yep.
Who do you really like? Murana, of course, Lena.
Undying,
Yeah.
Lena.
All of these are going to be definitely highly contested. But which do you like, actually?
Which I'm not a fan of like filthy meta heroes normally.
Why? I was spamming Abaddon like nobody's business.
Which position?
Position 4, actually.
Position 4,
right?
right.
And I was gaining a whole bunch of MMR, and I got to the next level or whatever, and I was just like, okay, I'm a little bored. I'm gonna play something else. And then my MMR has been nothing but dropped. It is nosedive.
So basically, you just want to win, right?
I do,
You just
I
want
do.
that sweet MMR.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
so
so
if you want the sweet MMR, then you go for obviously all the heroes that we've mentioned. But if you don't, then well, what do you go for? Maybe you go for like fun heroes to play, like Invoker, right?
But yeah, I've done that as well. Now, mind you, that was unranked because I was like, I'm not gonna put it to the test yet. I don't think it's ready. Like, I like to train on my other accounts just to kind of, because it's unranked and it really doesn't matter, and just to get the 100 hours,
Right.
just so that I can sell that account for really. I mean, anyways, that's another story. But basically, I've
Wow.
been spamming.
All right. This is
I've been spamming
maybe this is
Invoker
not live, but
support
somebody
unranked.
clip that later on. Send it.
But where can they find you on social media? Speaking of clipping. and-
Yeah, speaking of names here, you can see my name, Ashley Rita Wong here. Yes, that's where you can find me if you like my casting, if you like maybe just, esports updates. Yeah. Page
She's very,
is
very
all
active
about
and
that,
very, very great. Great updates and everything that she does on
Yeah.
social media. You can find me on Holler
Holler
TV.
TV on Facebook.
But my name is Holler. You can find me on
Holla,
social
holla,
media.
give $1.
Holla. Okay. But that said, I believe we're going to go into the draft very, very soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Draft is ready. So for you guys tuning in on Facebook and Twitch, we don't really have the chat open right now, but we will try to respond to all your comments as much as possible. But of course, there is a delay, so that's just the way live events work. And
Yes.
you know what? If you want to watch at home, right? you might as well just come down here because, you know, it's Bounty Arena, you know, it's free of charge. You just come down and we're literally like, you know, it's at the entrance of 1 North MRT. So just take the MRT to 1 North and then step out and basically more or less it's
literally everything, your entire trip will be air conditioned, assuming you're taking the MRT.
Yeah.
But we're right there. You can kind of see us. You can see everything live. We've got a great setup here. You can actually play in the, they've got the PCs and PS4s and all that stuff.
I think they've got Beat Saber over there. So
they have a ball pit.
Yeah,
I'm probably not going to jump in that, but I think that the winning team should. I think we should have some sort of stakes up.
I think you should have like a ball fight or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely. I will definitely. We'll have a ball fight if anything.
Okay. Yes. So stay tuned for that.
We'll
okay. You know what? Okay. Very easy. So we'll place bets. Okay, throughout the entire day here.
Okay.
And so basically, there's gonna be 3 of us, right? So we'll see who gets the least number of predictions right. And then the loser will have to jump into the pit and get bombarded by the other 2.
Wait. Is it just for, because this is a 2-day event, right? We have the group stage, so to speak, today, and then we have the finals tomorrow.
That's
so
right.
how is this going to work with
tomorrow.
that?
Okay, we'll just do one for the playoffs first. How about that? Because we've got 6 games today,
For
right?
the playoffs. Oh, so just for today?
Just for today, yeah.
Okay.
Or do you want to do the entire tournament here?
I think we should do the entire tournament. I think
The
there's more at
entire
stake.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I think we do predictions because I think we have favorites in terms of who. I mean, there's only 4 teams, right? But I think that there's a somewhat clear favorite.
Okay.
Right. At least from my view, I think that Asterisk is probably the top team here. Not to be super biased by them. Obviously, the other teams have watched the replays in the past games and they understand what they bring into the table. But I think they are the strongest team, and they are the team to beat. They are the local team.
They've got home ground advantage.
Home ground,
sure.
yes.
Yep. Okay, so moving on into the draft right now. You know, we've got a Night Stalker. Oh my god, I hate that hero. It's my go-to band right now, actually.
Right. But the thing, I love it because Bren Esports, you got to bring out the big guns, right?
Right.
You know that they're meta. The Night Stalker is the massive one. Lena's also a great position for right now.
Right.
But you're going into Asterisk with Shadow Shaman and Ogre. And Ogre's fine. I think Shadow Shaman is actually not that great into this meta.
I think it's that, yeah, I played Shaman recently, and, you know, just I think in the, just not too long ago, actually, Shaman was actually very, very strong.
Yes.
Insane right-click damage, you know, you've got that Shackle, and just in general, the talents being so, it's ridiculously OP. You know, Shaman would be the one who gets like a BKB, and then you have like the 10 million year Shackle kind of thing. So. Yeah, that's not fun. But I don't think right now, because let's say you talk about Lena being that position 4, right? She completely outranges Shaman here. So she wouldn't be able, Shaman would not be able to get a Shackle or disable off before Lena beats the Shaman up instead. So, and same thing if the Night Stalker gets on top of the Shaman, then
it's over, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that the meta right now is that you have very, very strong position 5s. Like even like an Abaddon, you have the Undying, you have Coddle, who nobody can grab him, right?
Basically, you know, all the heroes that we mentioned, they have all been banned out.
Of course, because they're meta. But the thing is that you have to let some through. There are just so many good heroes.
There are only that many bans that you can, that you have, right? So we've only got 12 bans in total, so it's 6 aside.
Right.
And well, just have to decide which ones you can play against, because you know, well, you can ban everything, but in the end, if you don't ban techies, there's still a chance for techies to be picked.
Okay, I'm gonna bet money that we will not see a techies today or tomorrow.
Really?
This entire weekend.
No.
No. You don't pull a Jackie on me. We don't need any techies. And I'm sorry. We have a mutual friend, Jackie, who just he plays nothing but techies.
You consider him a friend.
Well,
like, wow.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm supposed to say friend with quotes, air quotes, right? So that everybody understands that we're acquaintances. I don't know if we're friends anymore because I found out that he's playing techies. So we had a potential.
He doesn't just play techies, by the way. He means techies.
He actually has a page of techies,
yeah,
where
like
he has highlights and stuff.
Of techies.
Yeah. So it's funny. He was talking the other day where he won a game. He got reported by the enemy team. He lost the game. He got reported by his own team. Right? So it's like, why would you want to play
hero? It's a lose-lose situation. You're going to get reported no matter what. Because if you win, the enemy team reports you. If you lose, your team reports you. So
it's kind of rough.
Why put yourself in that situation?
Okay, now, sorry, back to this game.
Back to the
Pugna and Winter Wyvern. What do you think about these two?
So Winter Wyvern, I know it's a GR special here. She always plays Winter Wyvern. She has a soft spot for the Wyvern here. It's not a it's not a very meta hero, but I think Asterisk in this case, they can just fit it into any lineup that they want. Wyvern always being that combo breaker, you know. But of course, the thing is that Pugna could get in range because Pugna builds Aether Lens, right?
Yes.
They could decrypt whoever
Exactly.
whoever is being cursed. So that kind of yes, while you don't get the cursed target doesn't die, you still don't get the sort of damage that you want. You get just a combo breaker, and I feel like there are better combo breakers out there than just Wyvern. But of course, this is just an Asterisk special here.
Yeah. So I mean, Bren has kind of responded in kind where Winter Wyvern, obviously, if everybody's melee, the curse is just so strong, right? So they've kind of gone away and they've been like, okay, we're going to do Pugna, we're going to go range, and we're going to just kind of work around that. Now, this puts more pressure on the Night Stalker because somebody has to front line, right? And that Night Stalker is going to be up there. And so, in my opinion, this game is putting a lot of pressure on the Night Stalker at this point.
And also, the other thing I just realized, like, if the Night Stalker gets on top of you with silence, as long as it's not the Wyvern, you can heal the person.
Okay.
Right? So you could heal whoever is the Night Stalker is going on. And basically, if the Night Stalker now has to choose whether to go on the Wyvern or onto the Shaman, you see.
Yeah.
Because you have to choose now.
Yeah.
And even if you can get on the Shaman, you're not going to get on the Wyvern because Wyvern is going to be sitting much further in the background.
Right.
So in the backlines, I mean. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, more range to kind of build around this. Obviously, you're probably going to have a Lina 4, Lich 5 at this point. Pugna probably a mid.
They're probably going to be, it's going to be a melee carry for sure on this time of Bren because there has to be a melee. Ligo synchronizes very nicely with the Lich. Life Stealer could be an option, I believe, for them here. So the magic immunity is pretty good against Jia's. Oh, sorry, against the lineup of Asterisk here.
So, what else? Like, because I don't think Asterisk has picked a mid. Which one really kind of fits into this to kind of deal with that Pugna? Potential maybe Lina, maybe.
Lina's been picked.
No. I'm saying like against. Because it might be a Lina mid, right? We don't know. Right? Because you could play a Lina mid.
You could. I prefer Pugna mid, though. I think Pugna, because, you have the opportunity to take a lot of towers, right? And so normally you want Pugna to have more points in the Nether Blast, and you're able to get mid.
But I think that Lina is very strong right now. Let's not, like, I like it how Bren is kind of, it's not set in stone. And you can kind of interchange roles right now. So you're giving yourself options.
Yeah. They ban out the pub. This is a Life Stealer, I'm pretty sure here. And because they're very sure that Asterisk is not going to return with any kind of illusion hero. So, it's unless they go for Darkseer here.
Darkseer for Asterisk?
For Asterisk.
But then how would you, like, you would do a Darkseer mid? Or Shaman mid? Like, how would you do this then?
No, I would do Darkseer off.
Okay, so Juggernaut 1, Winter 5.
Okay, sorry.
Right, and then it's kind of rough. Like, you would then have to do like a mid 1 special of like a Shaman. Mid. That'd be rough. Ooh, CK. Okay. So this is a early to mid tier game.
Yeah, early to mid.
You're hoping that the Night Stalker can just kind of win out and then get very aggressive, and then Pugna's pushing lanes. CK is going to look to kind of hit that mid tier, mid game where he just kind of takes over. I think he's a very strong laner, but he's on a timer, especially against the Juggernaut. Because late game going against Jugs, you're definitely going to lose. So.
We get an Invoker special.
Excellent.
Oh.
Excellent. Aurora on the Invoker. Love it.
Aurora Invoker.
Okay, so.
I'm excited for this.
The players have been picked. We have the baby Invoker, the Aurora.
Child Invoker.
Child Invoker. Who do you like going into this one?
I think I prefer Asterisk's lineup here.
Okay.
I don't like being on a timer.
No.
And I prefer, so I like early to mid-game pushes, but the thing is that I don't want to be limited by the fact that my core, my position 1 can only function till about maybe 35 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
So if, let's say, in the event that the game goes longer, I'll be like, well, crap, what do I do now? You know, I've exhausted all the limit of my draft, and I can't do anything more. So that's why I didn't like the Chaos Knight, because I think that Lifestealer serves a very similar purpose. Okay, doesn't have as much burst, but it's definitely more reliable.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing: is that you're going to have a better early to mid game with Night Stalker and Pugna. You're going to be pushing towers. You're going to have a ton of space, right? If they can capitalize on that, they will win this
Yeah,
game.
so I think this game then rides on that Pugna and Night Stalker for sure. You're right.
For sure. So let's go to the, we're going to load up soon. Now, mind you, if you're in the Singapore area, please come down to 1 North Bounty Arena. We're going to be doing this live. You can see us for free. You can maybe even throw stuff at Ashley, not me, please.
He's just sitting beside me, you know. He's actually a bigger target. So
you might hit me
yeah,
with collateral damage. That's fine, but I'm ready. I think we're ready. Let's get into the game now.
So this is it does this game, you know, when they're trying to load in still. So all the players actually have not loaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're loading in now. This is
They haven't purchased their items either. They don't purchase it in the. Oh wait.
Oh,
Night
okay.
Stalker did. Okay.
Somebody's lazy.
I
Hasn't
thought
done
they
it
do,
yet.
right? Do you do
Yeah.
that? And
Oh, I
you
do.
load
I always
in all the
pick.
time.
Of course.
Right. Yeah. See on the side here. Look. Mango shop for the ogre, Juggernaut. Okay, quite standard things here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we've just gotten news that the game is actually going to be remade, some lobby issues. So we're going to take a quick break, okay? But, you know, we'll be right back. Basically, they'll just pick the heroes as per normal and all that kind of thing. And then we'll be back again with the game. So apologies for a bit of technical difficulties, but we'll be back in a bit. So going to a break now?
Okay, I believe we're back. Everything, the teams have all loaded up and they're good to go right now. Okay, so let's just see the Radiant side first with Bren
Alright,
Esports.
so Bren Esports will be playing on the Radiant, and we've got Nikos on the Lich, on that Night Stalker going to the offlane Meredy. Meredy is a Singaporean player, I believe, actually.
Wow.
So, pretty exciting. Jaina on the Pugna, who should be going to the mid lane. Yeah, Ligaya on Lina, sorry. Lina, yeah, that's right. Ligaya plays late. Like, I think it's one of her signature heroes for sure. On that Lina, looks like to be moving in offensively, actually, onto this rune on top. And GG. will be playing on that Chaos Knight going into the off lane, already spotted out by that observer who are placed very, very early. Another side of the Dire.
Right. It's going to be very interesting on the top side, fighting for that rune, because they do have 3, and if they do catch somebody off guard, I mean, this is an easy first blood, but it looks like they're going to kind of back away. And,
oh, they're actually backing, yeah. The Pugna has backed away. So Magic will be playing on this Juggernaut, Kimchi on the Winter Wyvern, and on the mid lane, Invoker that will be played by Aurora. Ogre Magi will be played by Bada Bing, as well as Wyvern. As well as the Shaman will be played by Jia. So it is actually not a Jia Wyvern. So, it's not a Jia Wyvern. It's a Kimchi Wyvern instead. Yeah. But I guess you know what, Jia can play anything honestly. All right, so the runes go 2 apiece. Nothing much.
Yeah.
Nothing very.
They did get a stun off on Magic, but she was just kind of pushed away a little bit. Not too much damage.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, she's got spin, she's got a lot of regen, she'll be just fine. Alright, so in this matchup here, Juggernaut versus... okay, maybe Juggernaut versus Night Stalker is not really the one you want to talk about, right? Maybe you want to talk about Wyvern versus Lina. Does Wyvern actually, deal with the problem, of this... Lina, you talked about Lina being very strong, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that the Arctic Blast is, like, you do it, but the cooldown is just so long that you can't really spend... Oh, the Juggernaut getting...
Oh, the Juggernaut dropping very, very low. Still trying to save her. Probably not to spin at all. It's going to salve up under her tower.
Yeah, I would have preferred she used a little bit, some of her mana. I mean, just when you're running away, you might as well spam it, just so that you kind of have that constant mana regen. But
you also deal damage, isn't it?
Yeah, so you do a little bit of damage. I mean, if you do catch Merity, who needs to be zoned out a little bit. But Kimchi, the problem is that the zoning, the Arctic Blast cooldown is just 50 seconds.
Yeah,
right?
The Arctic Burn is so just... I mean, on level 1, it's just that. It's just what it is, right?
Right. Ooh, the stun.
The stun doesn't clip. But instead, Kimchi's going to turn and throw a bit more of the burn onto Ligaya. Already dropping very low. Down only 1 tango left, actually. I don't think she brought enough regen to this lane.
Yeah, it's really not enough. This is kind of worrying, but mind you, as long as you can control the creep wave, I mean, you do the right amount of pulling, and you just got to give yourself some space, because you don't want the creep wave to get too far from your tower.
Yeah, for sure. And Ligaya's been fishing with these stuns, but, to no avail.
Yeah, but she has the Basilius, so she should be fine in terms of how she wants to do this. Because the mana regen is just so great, right? She does get an extra tango here. Just a little bit of teamwork right there by Merity, passing that off. So what do you think about the mid lane, though?
Oh, mid lane. All right, let's look at this more, this interesting matchup. Actually, Aurora opting to go for Quaspex here. Oh no, bot lane, we actually missed a kill here. The very first kill of today. And that goes the way of Bren Elite right now. Shaman, I think, stepping out of position and getting taken down by the much tankier offlaners of Asterisk.
Yeah, he's just so strong. Like, the Ogre is just, like, the amount of regens that she has. She has 7.3. She's super tanky, and even though you have the CK who's going to regen off of you, off of those crits, with lifesteal, it's just, you can't get him out of your lane, so to speak.
No,
You're always going to be contested.
Yep. And Lich is also a pretty strong laner here, Has 1 point into Frost Blast, Frost Shield, and will be able to, run down anybody here. Now, Jia trying to interrupt the pull with that ward here, but now probably going to be slowed down, and oh no, will this be her second dash? She gets pulled in, and now the creep's helping out as well. Yes, that will be Jia going down again. Little bit out of position, I suppose. Maybe she might have needed the Ogre there if they wanted to contest the pool.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, Juggernaut Magic is getting, she's doing what she can.
Dodged the stun.
Like, you don't really have Wyvern who can kind of bully anybody away. I mean, Lina's a little low.
Not yet, but, Magic dropping a little low again. She's just holding her spin, She's like, nope, I'm not going to spin. Nope.
And Kimchi actually misses the pull there.
Right. Oh, dear.
So
that's actually quite problematic because the wave is so far out now.
Yeah, this is just easy peasy for, like, the Merity, right?
Yeah,
the Night Stalker,
and I think Night Stalker is kind of getting a little bit too much, isn't it? Do you feel? Yeah.
It is, but if you're looking at last hits, 17-4 versus the 15-6. Magic is doing very, very well.
Yeah.
For what a tough lane this could be.
Yeah, this is a tough lane. This is a very tough lane. I think Ligaya might have been in range for that stun, actually. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, she didn't want to risk it, though.
Alright, but bot lane again, they're going to go on with that combo, of that Lich as well as Chaos Knight. Basically, Lich versus any... Oh, so many, but there's not enough mana
on
the
shackle.
Lich got a shackle. It's gonna hold it down, and well, the ogre's gonna live. So strong, ogre. My goodness, south up just fine.
Nice play by Jia there to just kind of lock him into place because the bada ping was very, very low, and that that could have been potential disaster right there.
So Lich actually had had 3 sick charges and would have a frost blast, except that it was off cooldown for a bit. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is the new reworked Lich, where she doesn't have infinite mana, so to speak, so she kind of needs to ration
She still has that line that says Lich give mana, you know. And then I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. Right, so the shackles are going to go off, but there is not that much mana on the Ogre Magi, not going to be able to follow up.
Yeah, 5-minute runes are coming up soon.
5-minute runes are coming up. Look,
they do need to get somebody.
Yeah, they're probably zoning. Even magic coming in for the runes, you know, the stun. It's going to go out a little early, and they're not going to be able to contest the runes here.
I love it how the teams are prioritizing the runes because they're so important in the early game.
Yes.
Very, very good play there.
Completely
Just make sure you have at least your share of the runes. The Cyclone off the mark.
Yeah, so Aurora not doing too hot for herself mid lane, you know, understandably hard lane. You've got this Quaswex Invoker against the Pugna with, you know, insane range and pretty decent damage as well. See, 85 to 2.
Yep.
And 71 is 71 here.
Yeah, but Pugna actually is the first one to hit level 6. Let's see what she can kind of do with all of that.
All right, Pugna hitting level 6, doing very well for herself, 29 to 5. As, you know, as opposed to the 17 and 4 of the Invoker, so that's gonna be a few bad.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be the best lane going in. We always... Oh,
Jargon getting pulled in, but gets the shackle. But, you know, it's taking a lot of damage from the Frost Shield and will go down in the end. Nothing much that the Ogre can do. Yeah, you stun him up, but that's about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the power of the Chaos Knight, right? The Chaos Strike, just the amount of regen you have, the amount of sustain, it's just very, very difficult to deal with. If you get on top of the Shaman, you see what happens there. It's just an easy kill.
Yeah. Generally, you don't want to go for the Ogre, right?
Yes.
You want to still go for the Shaman, and well, Shaman is just easy pickings here.
Yeah. You don't go for the most nasty-looking guy, the biggest brute, so to speak.
Ooh, Pugna has made a rotation. They're going to find a Wyvern here, and that will be a very, very quick pick-off. Okay,
so this is what we were talking about, right? We need Asterisk to have a good early game. If we're looking at 6 minutes in, 4 to 0 kills, right? The Pugna's level 6 already, and it's looking to do... Well, I mean, he's looking to turn this around. I mean, obviously you want towers and you want to consistently push. We'll probably see Jaina do that now.
Yeah. So then there's the Pugna taking objectives here, and we'll see, you know, if anybody on the Dire can stall that out, you know. All right, they're going to drop down Jaina. She gets gripped up immediately, but Jazz actually walked into the tower range and got the shackles off. The stun is not going to clip onto anybody. Aurora completely out of mana. Ghost Walk is going to try to slow them down. And that will be a very quick rotation in from the Gaia to dissuade them from going on to Pugna. But I think Pugna was actually fine, honestly.
She was fine. No real issues. I mean, it could have potentially been bad, but I think Jaina is just so strong right now that you can't really.
Basically, she walked in like right here into tower range, and then the tower was hitting her, so that kind of messed things up a bit.
Another thing is that, I mean, the Invoker Aurora is just Quaswex, right? You don't really have the damage to kind of just burst it through.
Yep. Nope.
And
you just got, you know, Cyclone Cold Snap.
Yeah, Cold Snap. You had the EMP, which got off and did connect, but the thing is that you don't have the damage to take her out.
Right. Okay, so Invoker choosing to make a rotation here. They do see Merity, but Ligaya is in the trees. Alright, they're going to go. 3 of them, they're going to go immediately on to Merity. They get the stun up here. They're going to go instead for Ligaya. They hold down Lilia. Ligaya goes down first. Will they be able to catch Merity? No, not enough control.
Yep, that's actually the first kill for Asterisk there. A 3-man rotation. Paid off with dividends.
Getting on that leaderboard at 8 minutes into the game. So Invoker opting to go for this Urn, Face Boots kind of build, Spirit Vessel kind of build. So is this something that you agree with? Is this the way to play Invoker right now?
Well, okay, you're looking to... if you have Urn, you're telling me you want to roam, you want to make some ganks, you want to make some plays happen, as opposed to the Midas, which is kind of stand back and just farm till, you know, Kingdom Come, so to speak. I'm okay with this because I realize that you have to make plays now because the Pugna is going to be looking to push and take all those towers, so you have to do something, right? You have to make your presence known in the other lanes.
Alright, making your presence known here takes all the mana away from that Chaos Knight, and now Chaos Knight being, you know, stunned up by Cold Step because of that, right? And they take down the Shaman actually at top lane. So, sorry, at bot lane here. And, well, that's, you know, the power of the Nether Ward, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Nether Ward and plus the Pugna with the DD, it's a little,
right, yeah.
You don't really expect them to just kind of come in with right clicks and just do a lot of damage. But nice rotation there.
So they don't manage to kill the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight is able to walk that one off, you know, inherently tanky. 1.2k HP with treads, that's it.
Yeah, but she's doing the walk of shame. She wants to go all the way back. I'm thinking maybe you could just take some small, jungle creeps and just heal off of that.
The shrine's not, yeah. Okay.
But this is going to slow her down, which is a problem, right? You don't want to be moving, like if a support can do it, I get it. But as your carry...
Well, I mean, they don't have to be too worried because you look at the net worth here, top 3 are from Bren Esports.
If you have an advantage, you must take advantage of it.
Okay, all right. Press
Even the
that
Pugna,
advantage.
why is Pugna and the CK running back into the fountain? What are they doing? Are they going to high five? Oh, it's like, hey, buddy,
let's... hands and regen, okay? It makes the regen go faster.
Is this when females go to the bathroom together? Is this the same thing?
Yes, that's right. We regen faster this way when we go to the toilet.
I didn't know.
Oh, Aurora. Hiding around here, but it is nighttime, but it's going to be day soon actually. They're going to find Merity, the Omni Slash as well as everything, and they're going to drop under the tower, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be enough to save her. Now Lina getting a stun onto the Wyvern, but I think she's going to pay for it with her life. She managed to get the rune, but will probably go down here. The stun does flip her, but last hit from Kimchi is going to be able to get that kill on the Gaia.
Nice body blocks by Aurora there, just kind of letting the Winter Wyvern do the damage while Invoker was just kind of preventing her from running away.
Support? Who's the support? Instead they're going to go on to the Pugna. They toss her up in the air, drop her down, stun up in the air. EMP is going to take away all the mana, and that's probably going to be a very dead Pugna. Nobody else coming in to really much help because, other Night Stalker TP in and immediately had all his mana taken away. Yeah,
I mean, that's the way to do it, right? You do suffer with mana issues at times with Invoker, so why not just steal it, right?
Right. Why have my own mana if I can... Why make my own mana when I can just take it from people?
Yes. And that's the, denied the mid tower, which is pretty nice.
They denied the mid tower, but can they catch on
the Cyclone.
Alright, the Cyclone, very nice. It gets rid of that Frost Shield, and then they're going to be beating down on that Chaos Knight. They're going to chase no more. Can they find any more? The Gaia, there's a Hex coming off in 5 seconds, 6 seconds. The creep, nope, the stun catches onto the Shaman, but the multi-cast goes back up. Right now, Aurora, no spells, but just going to right-click them. The Shackles is going to guarantee them that kill.
Very nice.
And now 5 to 6.
Yeah, it's
the
completely
tables have
around.
turned.
Yeah.
Look at the rotations from Aurora.
This is the power of Asterisk, right? Yeah, they had a little bit of a rough, first 7 minutes or whatever of the laning phase, but they look to turn this around. They're very much in sync, and their team is very well coordinated in terms of how they're moving around the map.
Very much so.
Right? I mean, Pugna right now should not be in the jungle, right? Like, she has a spike. She needs to take advantage of it. She needs to be taking towers. You do not want to be in the jungle.
Right.
Pugna, take objectives.
She should always be in the lane here.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the mid lane T1 has been taken, but she needs to be the top lane.
Top lane, right. I thought, initially when she made that rotation top, I thought she was going to, convert it into that tier 1 there. But apparently not.
Right. You need to create space. The fact that Merity right now is a glorified melee creep because it's dead, right?
Because
he's Bruce Wayne. He's not very good. But the thing is that if you have Pugna backing you up, you can take those towers and you could still be aggressive, right? You don't want the Night Stalker to just kind of passively farm in the lane. You don't want Jaina just taking jungle creeps. You want to be pushing towers.
All right, so now I think they hurt you. They want to be pushing out right now because they're going to position themselves very aggressively, but Asterisk immediately know where all of them are. And so that's why they go bot and they take this tower instead.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair trade, right? You're going to have to take something.
Yeah, but the thing is that Asterisk is not supposed to be this strong right now, isn't it? They're not supposed to be able to take advantage of, the fact that, but they're not supposed to have any advantage to begin with. It's supposed to be Bren Esports game.
I don't like this disengage right here and how they're just, they're back into smoke.
They're going to back into smoke instead. And it's not caught out by the ward. Asterisk is actually placing a lot of defensive wards. They're going to see who they can find in jungle. Magic has been quietly farming away. Level 8 at 12, 13 minutes in. Not doing too hard.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing what she can.
She's
still the best on her team, understanding that her team is going to struggle in the early to mid game.
Right. Looks like a...
She's doing okay. She's keeping her team in the game.
Okay. They're going to pop the Dark Ascension. And looks like Meridy's going to find Kimchi. Going to get on top of Kimchi right now, who heals himself immediately. And looks like the Chain Frost is going to be bouncing all around. It's going to do much damage. Yes, they take down Kimchi in the end. And in the background, actually, Jia going down. But it looks like when Merity go down in the end, the Omni Slash is being shared amongst too many people. Bada Bing will drop as well. And now Juggernaut decrypted up. Is not going to be able to do anything. And they do get the Night Stalker in the background. That was the Aurora's work. They're going to be diving down into tier 3. They pull in Magic. Magic spins around and manages to take down the Gaia in the end. It looks like they will have to retreat because it's turned to day already. Dark Ascension is over, but no, the life drain. They take down Aurora, dominating kill streak, going the way of Jaina.
So it's very, very back and forth. But the thing is that this is what you've done. You've killed 4 people, I believe, at the end of this. If we can see the fight recap, it looks 4 for 2. Not a bad trade. Very, very close. But can they
Despite of
capitalize
them
this?
diving.
Yeah, they were all diving. I think they went a little too far, but they did get the Invoker in the end, so
Yeah.
not a bad play. They do need to be a little bit careful in terms of how they want to, slow down the wolves, so to speak, and kind of just
Right.
contain them. And you want to be going for towers. Objectives is the name of the game.
Speaking of objectives, they never got this tower in the end.
This is a problem, right?
They never got this tower.
You needed that tower. So if you're going to get aggressive, awesome. Love it. But you need some sort of payout. The kills are not good enough. You need the space and all of the pushing potential that Pugna can have to get yourself up into that high ground. You want to be pushing high ground at, 20 minutes?
All right. So they find the Invoker actually under the Sentry Ward. It was a beautiful tornado, but I think in the end, Invoker is still going to be very much there. Oh my goodness, the combo up decrapped into the ult by Lina. Will he be able to take down the Pugna here actually? Pugna dropping very low, nope, but has the Frost Shield on them, damage negation, and now it is nighttime. It is the Night Stalker's time, and they will be smoked up and ready to go.
Nighttime is the right time, because here we go.
It's the right
Batman
time.
has got his utility belt ready, and he's good to go.
They ping for the tower again, so they just shrined up over here. So that will be just.
Wait,
did they drop the wards to farm here?
Farm? Okay, interesting. I would not have done that
I
if I were the
would not
shaman.
really agree
Ja,
with that
Ja.
either. Because now they can't defend this tower here for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, the fight's breaking out the high ground. They're going to stun up the Lich as well. They drop the wards, and now everybody sees everybody. D-crap onto the Wyvern. There's a lot of damage right now coming up. This arm, she's not going to heal herself? No, not really.
Oh, the tornado?
Okay, the tornado is not going to clip onto anybody, and now they're going to be chunking down onto the tower. But remember, it is still nighttime, and nighttime is when Night Stalker, well, you look at his name, right? Night Stalker.
Okay, so Kimchi needs to be a little bit careful. The tower is getting pushed. They need some way to get into that jungle because they do know that, somebody's got to be hiding in that side tree.
Yeah, for sure.
They do have some wards up on the high ground, so they know that flank is being covered. But, yeah. But I love how Bren is being aggressive. They're pushing the towers, and they're taking advantage of the fact that of this pushing power that Pugna has. But can they get the tower in the end?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can get. Can they get a deny off? Ja, deny the tower? No.
No.
They're gonna
turn
get
around.
Are they gonna be happy with the deny on that tower?
I don't.
Would you be happy with that?
I would not be happy.
You would not
but
be happy.
I'm hardly
with that.
happy.
But
so
can they catch? Right. Okay. So happiness is just overrated for you. They're gonna find the Lich, who will be the sacrificial lamb in the end. The tower is within deny range here. So
they don't even see it.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Don't tell them. Okay,
don't
tell them.
say.
We're on a 6-minute delay, so they'll probably deny it in 6 minutes. But for now, they will not cancel it.
All right,
We're good.
all
We're
right.
Gucci.
So all this while, you know what? Everything was going on. This was the Juggernaut's time to farm here. And then Juggernaut has quietly risen to the top of the network.
Yeah. So this is the power of magic. She's, in a way, this is her magic, is that she can always come back into the game. And I love the fact that even though towers are getting destroyed, she's not getting distracted, not TPing into fights that aren't even happening with those Mexican standoffs, so to speak. She's always consistently farming. And all she cares about is, how do I win this game in the late game?
She narrowly dodges the rotation that was coming in from the Radiant, and now they'll be going in for that last that tier 2 right at the top lane here, which they dived past just now. They ignored for a bit, but now they will get it.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to put a little bit of pressure on that high ground because now that the creeps can go there. But they need to take that mid T1 or mid T2 very soon. But here comes the wards.
See, the bot lane again, they're pushing on one side of the tower, right?
Yeah.
I think the Asterisk moves, they move so beautifully, right?
Yes.
They just mirror the movements on the other side of the map.
Of course.
Yeah.
They know they're behind, and they probably shouldn't be taking fights.
They're not actually that far behind. They are actually 1K.
Okay. No, but the thing is that a team fight is a different story right now.
Right. Okay.
Right? Like, Jugs is not ready to fight, and he can't really TP into fights, right? So you don't really have the damage because you have the Shaman control, Ogre control, Wyvern control, Invoker, Quaswex, you're talking control. You don't have the damage. The Jug needs to be that one, right? And so she's not at that Super Saiyan mode yet. She's not strong enough, so she needs to get there. So their team is creating space so that she can get to that level.
Right. I think you need levels on Invoker as well. Invoker is just level 11 right now here at 18 minutes into the game, and that's a bit of a concern because levels are definitely a priority when it comes to Invoker.
Right. So this comes back to the whole Earn Vessel thing that you were talking about.
Right.
Should she have gotten a Midas instead? On hindsight now, it's probably better if she got Midas, sacrificed a little bit more in the early game, to just kind of scale and set herself up for success in the end.
Could you go for a Midas into Spirit Vessel?
Midas into Spirit Vessel?
Yeah.
You could.
You could.
I mean, you already have the recipe at this point, so you might as well go for. Oh, she has the vessel.
Yeah, she has the vessel already.
No, I would say.
So no, not at 18 minutes into the game.
Not at 18 minutes.
Right.
Oh, but Aurora's looking for a gank on the Pugna.
Right. Okay,
if we're looking on the bottom.
Right. Okay, she finds the puck now, but the rest of the team actually there. The
Ah,
top
but
lane.
Batman.
Oh no, they
They see
find
her.
they find Invoker, they silence her up, and there's nothing else that they can really do. That's gonna be 262 goal going the way of Jaina on a killing spree, and yeah.
That was like to catch a predator, you know?
Yeah.
Aurora was kind of getting in position. It's like, ooh, who could I steal? Who could I take? And then she gets ganked herself. But Magic here, spin TP on her way out.
Yep. So they probably knew, you know, that if nobody TP'd in to help the Invoker, it means the rest of the team are on the other side of the map.
Yes.
And yeah. It's going to be daytime though, so they smoke up again. They do not have Dark Ascension.
Yeah, this
so
is...
I don't quite agree with this smoke actually.
Yeah, it's like
it's going to be there in like 15
people,
seconds.
and he's going to turn into Bruce Wayne, and he's going to start...
Yeah, and he's got like in the midst of
busy.
fighting there, he'll be like, sorry guys, I'm going to take off my mask and suddenly... yeah.
My alarm didn't go off. I don't know what time it is.
Oh, sorry, daytime guys.
Okay, guys, back up.
I need my beauty sleep.
Okay,
I'm going to go
guys.
back, right? Yeah, alright, and then it's gonna be the Dire Sense smoke instead. It's gonna be a double damage rune on the Juggernaut, and I think it's them, yeah, it's definitely their turn to fight to get fight right now. Dark Ascension is still on cooldown for quite some time.
Yeah, it's a little ways away. Oh, but do they catch anything with the tornado?
No, they tornado up.
Oh, they do get the Pugna.
They do find the Pugna.
Oh, with
they
the
got the wards as well. Oh my goodness, this Pugna is more or less, yeah, it's pretty much dead. Killing spree going the way of Bada Bing, and they're going to be very happy with that smoke. Magic caught up in a bit of a bad position. Looks like they'll be able to take this mid tier 1. Yeah, can you guys know?
Perfect.
Maybe? Yeah. The creep wave is coming in, and they ping it out.
So this is very worrying, right? You had a lot of pressure on, but you still have a mid T2 standing. 21 minutes. Now Magic is angry. She has items, and you have to be you have to be worried at this point, right? Now, for the record, like, this is a best of one, right? We have nothing but best of ones. We're going to have the top 2 teams tomorrow.
Right.
They're guaranteed in the upper bracket, and they're going to be playing best of 3, so to speak, moving forward. So they'll be fine. But the best of, like, the losers of these ones that are the bottom 2, they have a potential to get knocked out very early in best of ones. So you definitely need to win out in these group games.
Okay, another smoke. But now they do have Dark Ascension.
Excellent.
So, excellent. But do you wait for Dark Ascension? Do you take a smoke this quickly? Or do you wait for the BKB to come off the Night Stalker with just, 4,400?
Maybe.
Think about that, right?
Yeah.
See, you're so close to your BKB.
You're close.
Okay.
But they're maybe hoping to get one pick off. But it looks like Asterisk kind of have sensed this movement, and they've kind of gone away. But the CK is in position.
CK going off.
Oh my gosh. Gets the reality rift.
That's right. It looks like this is a very, very dead Kimchi, but there is still a support here. They're going to go for this the last mid tier.
Okay, for the record, as a Korean person, Kimchi never dies. Okay?
Never.
It never dies.
It lives on in your heart.
It lives
on your heart and your veins and your, yeah.
There's a Kimchi museum for these kinds of things. I seriously, I don't know if you've been to Korea, but they have a Kimchi museum. Kimchi that has been like hundreds of years old. It's ridiculous, okay? That said, Kimchi will come back and she will be angrier.
If you ate one of the kimchis in a museum, how mad would people be?
No, they've isolated, they've whatchamacallit, not, they've like waxed it out. They've kind of made it so it's immortal.
Wait, they've like preserved it?
Preserved it, yes.
Preserved the preserve?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Kimchi is preserved.
I went there and I was like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. And I was checking it out.
Oh, they like embalm the
They do. And it's like, oh, this is like amazing kimchi from like 200 years ago or something.
They're going to catch up Bada Bing. Actually, sorry, I'm going to catch out the Chaos Knight right now, who actually pops the ultimate. And now the rest of the team are going to be coming in. Oh no, the Chaos Knight was caught out alone. Will her friends be able to save her? She's pretty strong, but Omni Slash is going to finish off GG, and it's real kind of GG for GG, huh? Oh, they catch the Night Stalker as well. They put the curse on top of Night Stalker.
Perfect with that BKB.
Perfect with the BKB, and that was the very, very first BKB charge. Oh no! And now hexed up and going to be controlled down. That was a disaster. Oh no. And they ping out Roshan now. Roshan.
Perfect play. I don't know. The CK right there was completely out of position.
Completely out of position.
I don't know. She thought, oh, it's 1v2 or whatever. If I ult, I have my phantasmal illusions, I'll outnumber you. Maybe that was their thought process. I'm not sure.
Not very strong.
Not that strong.
A Yasha and a Armlet.
Okay, Armlet is fine. Yasha, I get it. But the thing is,
she doesn't Manta. I thought that she would have had something like Manta. You have the ultimate orb, some stats, and all that kind of thing, and then be like, all right, fine. I could pop the Phantasm and then wait a while for my friends to come in.
She thought that she had the advantage. Did not realize just how fat the Magic is. Right? If we're looking at her items, she has drums, Yasha and Maelstrom, right?
That's about 3 Americans fed, I think.
Probably about 2.
2? 2.5?
6-sided, we're talking about 3 at
Well,
that
she's
point,
on a killing
right?
spree right now, so she's on her way to becoming an entire village by herself,
Okay, I'm not here to judge or to bash Americans as you so eloquently did.
I didn't bash anybody.
You did, and it's
I just
awkward
said that she was
now,
big.
Okay, you said she was 3 Americans fat. Okay,
Like
that's
you said,
bashing Americans.
Like fat, like gaming fat, like, well farmed.
PHAT, not. I get it. My bad.
Well
I
farmed.
misheard you apparently because I heard it the other way and I was actually insulted, right?
All right.
But that said, Magic, look, top of the net worth. She has come back and she is angry. Love it.
Yeah.
She's always back in this game. And Kimchi's here. I told you she's better than ever, right?
Right. Good as new.
Good as new. With her cloak and arcane boots, somewhat poor, like all Kimchi is in real life, I guess. But, okay, one thing that Aurora, though, is that she's been making plays, but she only has Vessel's phase boots. She's kind of reminding me of a support invoker at this point in terms of itemization.
I feel like this is a pos 4 invoker instead, actually.
Yeah.
And, well, now, Bren, they seem to be wandering about aimlessly. It is night time, but they don't seem to be pressing their advantage.
Yes.
Like, yeah, sure, if you're farming aggressively here and nobody has shown up, then you kind of figure that maybe, just maybe, they're on the other side of the map.
Yeah. One thing I don't understand is why they're not pushing out the top lane so that it forces somebody to be in the top lane to defend the high ground.
Right. So
But smoke.
instead, it will be the Dire smoking up aggressively during the night. I think this is got to be a bad sign, right? If the enemy team can smoke up,
No vision here. Very,
no
very
vision
dangerous.
Here. They don't catch out the Night Stalker too fast. And I think they'll be backing off immediately. Spider senses tinkling. They know something's up. They want to go. And I don't think they'll be able to get anything out of this. So if you've got a Night Stalker on your team and you're the one retreating at night, that's not a good sign.
This is, okay, there are many versions of Batman. Okay, but here comes a fight.
The fight right now. They'll be able to catch anybody. No, not really. But the BKB is popped by Merity. She's going to try to go in on the back lines, but everybody else is there. She's not going to be able to do anything. And that's going to be the 9-second BKB charge expended for nothing.
For nothing, yeah. I mean, here's the thing is that Merity should be up front tanking everything. She has that superior night vision, right? You can pop smoke. You can make sure you can see people that are coming on you, right?
Right.
There was no reason to disengage there. I think that was a bad call, and they're actually going to pay for the T2 for that.
Right, and right now, well, there's only just one tower remaining for the Radiant, and I think Asterisk can push up high ground, honestly. There is no Dark Ascension, there is no BKB. Magic would just spin down, they drop the wards as well.
Yeah.
Merity is going to try to hit down the creeps a bit, hit down the wards, but there's still a lot of damage on right now.
Oh,
Night Stalker.
The Manta dodge.
Yeah, Manta dodge. Easy,
nice
by
play.
the way. Too easy for Magic.
Yeah, but
okay,
they do get a ward.
The Lina, and Magic's gonna go forward and chucked out onto the Lina, but she's been decrept up. Not entirely sure that was the right way, and now instead Merity gonna try to go on the back lines, but positioning perfect from Jia as well as Kimchi. Merity not able to get anything off. They're gonna go instead onto the Ogre, but Ogre super tanky. Would he be able to stop her? Yes, the heal from Kimchi in the trees, and they're gonna catch the Kill Snipe.
But they got the Magic on the back end of this.
No, they got Magic on the high ground. He was alone right now. They're gonna kill up the Lich, and I think that's the Ogre going down instead. They're gonna find the Lich. No, they're gonna find Lich, but they will find Kimchi.
Kimchi, what are you doing?
Actually, what was Magic doing?
I don't know what she was doing.
On the high ground, actually.
She was like, I will go pick up the body of Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, never leave a man behind.
I have to bring back his corpse to his family.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
The rest of the people, they want...
Pick up dog tags. I don't know what it was.
Right.
That seemed a little completely out of positioning there. But
didn't seem like Asterisk play, honestly. It was very...
That was...
discombobulated.
Very discombobulated, yeah. But Magic was very, she was diving, she was on the high ground, and then everybody else in the back, all the cores are getting, attacking them. Very nice fight by Bren Esports right there.
Yeah.
But can they turn this into anything? That's the problem.
I don't know. You see,
they just go back into the jungle.
They just go back into the jungle and they're farming they're farming around here. And then I'm like, hello, if you don't capitalize off this, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take the shrines and they're gonna take the next Roshan, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like this play, right?
They took down this tower already.
So you have small windows when you win team fights. Where obviously they have a full team, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be pushing. You have to take advantage of that.
Right.
I mean, even though if you were looking at the lanes, they're both in the mid area.
Yeah.
Right. You push out the creep wave and then take the jungle on your way out. Instead, they just went directly to the the jungle creeps, which are going to respawn in 20
Oh,
seconds.
and Aurora catches up.
she
Oh, no,
misses.
the tornado misses actually. They could pop the Dark Ascension as well. They're going to find Aurora in the background right now.
She's taking so much damage.
Taking so much damage, and there's Invoker going to be down, but they're going to be taking on the Pugna in the end. I'm not entirely sure because Chain Frost bouncing around, dealing so much damage. The Omni Slash is going to come out as well, but is it going to be able to do too much? No, not really. And right now, it's going to be such a convincing fight for the side of Asterisk. Sorry for Bren lead right now, and it's going to go down the ditch.
Oh, the team wipe.
Oh, it's a team wipe.
Okay, Asterisk, you think you're strong. Magic is ready to fight. Yes, but why are you fighting at night? This is the peak time for the Night Stalker, Merity, right? You have to fight. You have to pick your right moments. That was a terrible fight, and look at that swing.
That was an awful fight. Yeah, I really don't think.
Oh my gosh.
And now they're gonna have to buy back on the Juggernaut.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the time to go 3-2-2, because that's what I'm seeing, right?
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. I mean, yes, you can probably clear the wave with Splinter Blast, but you know, what's a one Wyvern and I think okay, Aurora definitely should have gone in her. She was just completely caught out of position for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, when you take down the Invoker, you take down a lot of the control. EMP, as well as the Tornado is going to try to zone them and try to take a bit of mana now. Okay, now the Chaos Knight pops the ultimate, but it looks like they will be taking down this tower for sure. Can they get even more? They do have a Pugna on their team, remember? And it is still nighttime. Nope, actually it's going to be daytime.
They're disengaged.
Yeah, they're going to disengage. Can they get anything out of this? At least Juggernaut didn't have to buy back, so that's kind of good. And now all shrines are open for the taking. So.
Yep. Good disengage there. That was the right call. To be honest, though, it was kind of scary in the sense of like that right timing, just to make sure that you're out at the right moment, right?
Yeah.
But in the fight in the bottom, right, where they got completely team wiped, I did not like the fact that Aurora was the one initiating.
Yeah.
I feel like their team is lacking an initiator, and I think that that's why Aurora is forced to do that. But as you saw there, like once Aurora got jumped on and she got killed, you don't really have that control for the rest of the fight. Right? Everybody can kind of burst you down. The CK's on top of you. You have no way to deal with that, right? You need Aurora to stay alive, kind of stay in the background. So that said, I think that at this point you have the Ogre to kind of just tank his way through to be that bait, so to speak.
Right, so Ogre is a very, very tanky frontliner, but not the most mobile one though.
Yes. Yeah.
So could you perhaps rely on Juggernaut to frontline for you at one point in time?
You can.
Right.
But the thing is that the Magic needs to get on those supports, like the Lina, the Pug. I mean, probably the Lich at this point, because Pugna, you have ways of decrepifying. You need to work around that, right? But yeah, you want Magic. You do not want Aurora to be the one initiating.
Right. Okay, so we could see the disaster that was. And initiating not just on the she didn't initiate on the supports.
Yep.
She went on the CK.
Yeah.
Of all people.
It's so weird that Asterisk is being passive in the day and aggressive at the night.
Yeah, and then Bren Esports, they're being passive at night and then aggressive in the day.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. It's not like, there's a Kotl on either team, there's just a Night Stalker, right?
I don't get it at all, but, okay, it's definitely something that they might want to think about as they move forward, especially since there's so many different games. We will probably be seeing Night Stalker later today, so that's not too much to be worried about. But what do you think about this Pugna Dagon?
It's good burst, and right now there are no BKBs on the side of the Dire, so it's going to be still very effective, and it's going to go through the Wyvern heal. So that's kind of nice as well. And because you see, look at Invoker, right? Opting not to go for a BKB, but going for the Scepter instead. And I think she's in a tight spot. She wants the Scepter, but as well, she also wants the BKB.
Yes.
So which do you get first?
Midas. No, at this point, Midas is too late. That said, you're absolutely right. Both of them are very, very good. The BKB, in my opinion, probably is the better play at this point.
It's the safer one, right?
It's the safer one,
because
right?
The fact is that you look at the BKBs, there's a fresh BKB picked up by Pugna,
Yeah.
meaning that she's going to be immune to all the spells coming out from Invoker.
Yes.
And basically just about everything coming out from the side of Asterisk except for the Omni Slash. But Omni Slash, she's just going to decrypt herself, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. And so you can't really fight the Pugna, right? The fact that she has so much, like she has BKB, what the Evoker really can't do anything but right click you, right?
Yeah.
Not great.
But, Invoker right click.
But GGG, what is her itemization?
I think she's got a Manta style right now.
Okay.
So she's got the Manta BKB and Armlet as
going
well.
into Heart.
So going into Heart. Yeah, quite standard build.
Okay, but again, they're on a clock. Right?
Right, 33 minutes in, right?
So at 34 minutes, that's my opinion, where you want to start making some sort of move to create a little bit of space, so that you kind of control it, right?
Because it's going to transit into nighttime here, right? So you can start basically Night Stalker will, he doesn't have to do his Wayne Industries duty.
Yeah. I think that Okay, so Meridy's kind of fallen off. If we're looking at course, look at Aurora in
Oh.
terms of net worth. Like,
Oh my
this
goodness,
is so
I just
low.
noticed this, yeah.
right?
Aurora actually.
Yeah.
Nowhere, not even in the top 5 network here.
She was
Aurora,
struggling.
no, she's struggling a lot.
Yeah.
And now it will be the Radiant going into Roshan. They see it, they know.
The
The
Sunstrike's
Asterisk,
there.
they know what's going on, they know what's up. They Sunstrike, they checked it out, and looks like, you know, they're all going to be approaching and coming in for the
But
for
this
the
is a
Roshan.
slow Roche.
This is a slow
I think they're gonna have to
Roche. I think they're
disengage.
going to have to disengage. They know they can't do it.
Okay. But, I mean, like, literally in 50 seconds, you could go back in. You know what I mean? With
That's true.
nighttime.
Nighttime.
Right? Might as well. But
And you've got Dark Ascension, you've got BKB as well. Let's hope this time it's not a useless BKB. Oh, she's got a Lotus Orb as well. Oh, I
Okay.
really like this pickup.
Okay,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
like this Lotus Orb
I
pickup.
like it.
And you know what? They go for Roshan, right? But look at what look at what the Dire are doing here.
Yeah, you have space. You know that they were roaching. You know that they're in position. You have 30 seconds before it turns to night, so you got to make as much space as possible. Magic doing the right play here.
Right. Oh, they actually catch out the Pugna, not able to get off her BKB in time. They drop down the Lotus. Oh, but it's a dead Pugna. That Pugna is the bye-bye. And Meredy going in.
But the
But the
curse.
curse. It's beautiful. It stops Meredy in her tracks and completely
But Dark
wastes that
Ascension
BKB.
now?
Dark Ascension now. They're going to chase for more. Can they catch any more? Magic is nearby. Okay, it was a beautiful ice wall actually to stop them from coming on. Magic, run! You can do it.
She's
On that
fine.
little
She's got
cute
phase.
feet, they run away. And you look at this.
Okay.
They don't get Roshan either.
Yeah. That was pretty bad. Dark Ascension being on cooldown for 2 minutes. Meredy, that was a pretty bad play after that Winter Wyvern's Curse. Like, it was just so far away. Why would you cast it at that point?
I don't know. I completely don't agree either with the chasing.
Okay.
I think, you know, in that if you wanted to go back for the if you wanted to go and chase,
Yeah.
you would have smoked, headed to Roshan first,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
gone back off with Dark Ascension
Yes.
here, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
So, but now they have to wait, you know. So, okay, congrats, you get Roshan as well, right?
Yeah.
But all your towers are also very, very low. They're gonna have to make this count because their BKB timings are dropping very, very low. Look at that, 5 seconds
jeez.
of Night Stalker already.
Okay.
The BKB is still okay, still 9 seconds for Chaos Knight.
Not
And
bad.
Pugna not able to get off the BKB in the last fight actually.
That was kind of
And
weird.
Had to buy back actually, had to buy
Yeah.
back. Remember that, she had to buy back.
That
so.
is key. That is key at this point, right? So, how things go out with that. But now, okay, you have 4 minutes of night left.
Right. But you've got to wait for a minute or so.
Understood, but you have superior vision.
Uh-huh.
You are still Batman at night.
Actually, speaking of vision here, right? You look at the Radiant, they don't see much, honestly.
Yeah.
The vision is not that superior. It's actually still very, very defensive here.
Very defensive.
Yeah, it's still very defensive here. So I don't like that defensive vision. I mean, you get to die, they don't see much either, but that's kind of the way it works, you know, when you've got a Night Stalker in game here.
True.
So-
But the thing is that now is the time you should be like making smoke attempts. You should be looking to take advantage of this far superior vision that you have and then get some deep wards.
Right, yeah. And, you know, they have the Aegis as well, right? So this is when you want to start, you know, warding up and moving into the, you know, maybe taking shrines, right?
Yes.
Shrines have been open and available for the taking since, like, what, 10 minutes ago?
Right. I mean, this is the whole thing about, you know, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 teams, right?
Right.
Is that as the higher you go, the more objective focused you are. The very
Right.
consistent you guys are, like you knowing your peaks. Having the fact that you have vision, you have Dark Ascension up, you should be pushing as much as possible, taking as many objectives as possible. Yeah, Pugna, she's going to fall off at some point.
Yeah.
This is going to be very bad at that point. The CK right now, I don't know. I mean, yeah, she's top of her
wait,
team,
the scan hits. Hold on, they scan out Jia, actually.
but
But you get
It's just the
oh no,
support.
they do see Jia. Okay. Well, I think she's a very important support right now with the BKB and the Shackle. She's going to be taking down somebody for a very, very long time. You know, she's going to be locking them down.
yes.
And there's no way to interrupt that.
So you do have the lock-in, I get that, but, I mean, Jia doing the right job in terms of just pushing out the waves.
Look at them. They're both split pushing the lanes
This
there.
is perfect,
Yeah,
right?
and Aurora is here, you know, just chilling.
Yeah. You don't want to show because you want to just you want to create as much space as possible
I
without
mean, you've got
doing anything
your
risky.
Forge Spirit, right? So
How to Train a Dragon, I
yeah,
think.
that's right. How to Train Your Dragon right here. And just wasting time on the Aegis, you see. So the Radiant, they want to get aggressive, but they just can't find where the Dire are.
At this point, you 5-man it, you push a lane, you choose one and go.
Right.
If I want
It should be
mid, go.
Mid lane,
Do
right?
it.
The tower's down already anyway, so.
Yep. Another thing is that you want to be focused on the range racks. Make sure you get some sort of chip damage, some permanent
All right,
damage.
they ping out Aurora. Annoying creep. pulling the creep wave back. And then now, finally, they start making their way forward, having found a double damage rune as well. But you know what? As you're making your way forward, look at what's going on at bot lane here.
They got the tower.
Yeah, Asterisk, you're just chanting the spirit of alliance here. It looks like we would get away with the rain tracks for sure, I think.
Oh, they're going to take...
They're going to get the rain tracks.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
So they got the ranged and a little damage, but is the...
Ooh.
And Aurora's back in time to defend.
Yeah.
Very well played by Asterisk.
Merity is still frontline in this, trying to take down the rain tracks. Again, gets 4-star forward, but Dark Extension pop BKB as well. Now the Omni Slash is going off and dealing a lot of damage, but it looks like Kimchi is going to go down in the end. Pull back and all that kind of thing. Yes, managed to heal herself and Elite. Now but Chain Frost is going to finish off Kimchi. But Merity has also pulled down in the end, and now it's so much chaos going on right now. The Chain Frost bouncing off. Merity can take out the Chaos Knight in the end. Yeah, no, they crept up in the end, but Splendor, okay, that's Aegis down. I forgot the Aegis, but they're going to go for the Pugna instead. Already having expended the BKB. No, actually has not expanded. BKB will be able to pop in and pop the cheese as well, but CK in a lot of trouble in the world of hurt. Now they're going to go for the Lina instead, and the Lich as well. They're going to get everybody except the Pugna. But are they going to get Pugna? Actually, wait, yes, they did. Might. Oh no, it's going to be a team wipe. Wow. And that's Asterisk completely defending the high ground. And look, the pings are going out here. They're going to take down the bot range.
Push mid,
as well as mid.
Push out mid, get it out all the way down, and then you can take the bottom lane very, very quickly. So that fight was just a complete disaster. You were way too deep. The CK did not need to be that far. Yeah, she was trying to do some damage, but I feel like focusing on Kimchi was the right play. You needed to kill Wyvern, great. But the thing is that what is the next one? Shaman. He's the one locking down everybody. Gia just being in the right place at the right time with that BKB. You don't really expect that out of a Shaman sometimes.
But like I said, Night Stalker can just only go on one person, right?
Exactly.
So somebody's got to take down the Shaman as well. But then, you know what? Who else can take down the Shaman? The Chaos Knight, maybe? But Chaos Knight is just not going for, I think, choosing to go for Aurora instead.
Yeah, but all of the heroes are going for different ones.
Different targets, right?
Right, they're not focusing them down. Right? Like, Kimchi bought herself a lot of time with the heal, just the cold embrace, just kind of locking herself in.
The cold embrace.
The CK was just continuing to hit her. Like, she needs to move on. She needs to consistently do damage throughout.
Right. But it was the Chain Frost in the end that got taken out. Oh, okay. And look at that. The Shackle is going to be for so long onto that Lina, managing to take her down in the end. She bought back, remember, so that's going to be a dieback. Now she's going to try to go on Kimchi again. But you know what? Kimchi just so elusive. They take down the Lich in the background in the end. And oh my goodness, they're going to turn onto the Chaos Knight. That's the very dead Chaos Knight. Has a buyback, but and will be forced to use it in the end. Merity with the BKB, not able to do much again. This looks to be a good game, well played, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to be super rough. I mean, we have 2 more buybacks. The only thing that's keeping them in the game is the fact that they have the T2 top still up.
Right.
That's
41 minute T2 still up.
Yeah, so they can't get the
MVP.
racks yet. I mean, they can't finish the game, so to speak. So they do need to have that. Yes, we're going to vote later on the T2 top.
That's right.
But, I mean, that's the only thing keeping them in. It's 21-23. Doesn't feel like that, especially with a 22K net worth lead.
Yeah.
By Dire.
Like, if you look, okay, DOTA Plus, look, DOTA Plus right now.
99.
100% win rate. And at a certain point in time, it was always in favor of Asterisk.
Yes.
But, Bren, they tried their best to pull it off, with that early mid-game push. But again,
It's hard. It's hard. This is the thing, is that you have to get everything going your way, right? The early to mid-game, you need to finish those games, and Asterisk strong enough. Yeah, they suffered in the beginning, but they're strong enough to keep themselves in. And so it looks to be megas at this point.
Mega creeps. Aurora actually did go down in the lane over here. So
yeah.
But you know what? They trade Aurora for the last lane of Rex. I think they're going to be very happy about that. They catch out the Chaos Knight in the end. They go, oh my goodness, the shackles. Even if you push the Chaos Knight away, it doesn't really matter. And oh my goodness, now DK with this curse is also going to be popped. Will they be able to take down the kill? No, okay, no. The Merity is pretty strong, but the kill, he's not strong enough to tank through that the Omni Slash, and that will be the end of it, I suppose.
The Omni Slash is doing way too much magic. It's just super fat at this point. Nothing you can do. Just a double kill, and GG's called. They spelled it incorrectly, but that's fine. And
it's
GG's called.
JJ.
The first game of the day, mind you, Bren is not out of the game. They're still continuing to fight. They're gonna play every other team. So we're gonna have 5 more games coming at you later today. Let's look at the.
Yeah, I mean, let's just look at what went through, right? Because the score 22-27, it's actually pretty close, but it was not that close.
It's not that close.
Yeah.
So okay, it comes down to a lot of the whole objective base. Like, they gave a lot of space when they had advantage, right? You need to like basically if you put a person on the ground, you need to just kind of take them out. You know what I mean? And they didn't really do that. They left too much space for Magic to come back in this game. In my opinion, Magic was the MVP.
Right.
The fact that she was so
Oh,
far
not
behind.
the tier 2.
The
okay.
tier 2, she's in contention, top 3, I would say.
Okay,
but
right. We'll put the top 2 there. Okay, all right.
for this game, Magic literally put the team on their back, just carry this game, right?
Right.
If we're looking at some of the damage that was done.
Damage done here. Okay, let's just take a look.
Look at that. Oof.
And Magic, 24k hero damage. Close enough to the Pugna did 23k.
Yeah.
But okay, so basically 6k damage, building damage by Pugna, it's actually not that much. Because you want to be hitting maybe 8, 9k actually.
Exactly.
Because you want to be taking down racks and all that. So
Exactly.
yeah, Pugna not dealing the most building damage here. And look at the Chaos Knight actually, dealing only 16k damage.
This is my, okay, CK, I know the pros have been playing this guy, but they come in and they can actually get to that mid game. You know what I mean? The early to mid where they transition it properly. I didn't feel like the real presence of Chaos Knight here.
Right.
Right? Where she kind of closed out the game. Like, and to be honest, I think it's more of like a playstyle thing where Pugna should have been, like they took the top T1, but they disengaged as opposed to just continue.
Pushing your advantage.
Right? Like you
Right.
need to just continue the lane. No one can fight you 5-man that early in the game. You have Dark Ascension, you have Knight, you have so many things going for you. You should not be running away.
Ah, you're right. And I think just knowing day and night, that's all right.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Right? Okay,
like-
okay. I get it. Gamers don't understand what day is. Okay? They play in the,
I'm
the
sure
midnight.
you know what night is.
Exactly. But the thing is that I don't think they know that there's a difference between the two. Right now, it is day. Right now, later on, it will be night. When to take your advantage, right?
Can you imagine, right, that basically Asterisk, they won with Aurora being incredibly underleveled.
True.
You look at the Shaman.
True.
23.
Yeah.
And Aurora's just 20 here.
Yeah. I mean, bada bing. I mean, she's gonna get her net worth.
She's gonna get. She's gonna Midas, right? So.
But Aurora, yeah, the fact that like she got
she's
a
got
late egg.
14k net worth.
Yes.
20 on the Ogre. Okay.
Yeah.
She's basically the same net worth. Basically the same net worth as the Shaman. You know.
Right.
So, and in spite of that. She still managed to make herself, her presence was felt throughout the game. She was still, a priority for Bren Esports to take down. So I think that's still very impressive, right? If you could win a game with an underleveled Invoker, what could you do with, the full-on, the ultra-rich Invoker kind of thing? So
Yeah.
that's just terrifying too.
Agreed. But do you think that she should have gone Midas first instead of the Vessel?
Yeah, I think that's right. I
Okay.
like the Vessel build for
Okay.
sure, but
Okay.
I would definitely have preferred the Midas. So you sort of have a little bit of insurance in case you don't find the rotations, you don't find the conversions when you're moving around, because you waste a lot of time when you move around this way.
I think it comes down to you're getting pushed, and you're like, how worried are you on a scale of 1 to 10? You know what I mean? If you're super worried, you go Vessel. You go like that style, so you can fight a little bit earlier. But I think that in this case, she was super worried in the beginning.
Right.
Whereas opposed to like
she did have a very terrible laning stage.
She did.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I understand why she did that. But now if you're kind of like in a mid-game and you're like, oh, they haven't pushed too much, we have a little bit of space, we can kind of play this one out, then the Midas probably would have been a safer pick. Right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, very worried. She's
but
probably
you know what? It pays off in the end, I suppose. She's like, I didn't need that Midas. Levels? Overrated. Don't need them either.
I don't need Midas because I have magic. Because that's what it is, right? She's going to close out this
magic. And you know what? Speaking of I am magic, you know what we're going to go into soon?
What?
We're going to go into an interview with Magic herself, actually.
Excellent. We have the power. We could see them live. I'm not sure who will be doing the interview, but we'll figure that one out.
We'll figure that out in a bit, okay? But you know what? So for now, right, you guys watching on Twitch and Facebook, okay, all this would not be possible without the help of, our lovely sponsors, Bounty Arena. This is the location area here, of course, that we are at, as well as Super Solid, who's doing our monitors, and Aftershock, who's our gaming laptop partner, and Dreamcore, who has basically given us PCs. Without Dreamcore, well, we just wouldn't be able to play in the very first place, right? Okay. So, my goodness, I'm looking forward to the interview by Magic
Yes,
with Magic,
same,
honestly.
same.
So, we waxed lyrical about her. We talked about how she's the one who's been carrying the team, and I think for a very good reason, right? Look at Juggernaut having a very terrible laning stage. Like, okay, let's just take a look for a
Oh,
moment.
okay. So it looks like Shufei will be doing the interview.
Oh, okay.
The one thing I want to see is Magic is just how hunched over she is, just from carrying her team for so
Right.
long.
Would you offer her a Panadol instead?
I don't
then?
know.
Yeah.
Maybe she should sit down. I'm not sure because
Okay.
it might be very difficult in terms of how they're doing it. But we do see some handshakes that are going out right now. Nothing but sportsmanship. Obviously, this is just game 1 of 6 today. They're going to be playing all the different teams, so we'll see how that one goes. But, I mean, great game.
Great
Still,
game.
nonetheless, if we're looking at it, it was really back and forth. I think there's some mistakes in terms of just taking objectives, just being very more assertive in what you want to do. I think that they just need to clean these things up. And I think that Bren Esports, we saw the power of how they can do it. But we're going to go into the interview very, very soon.
And yes, so handing over to Shufei right now.
Hi everyone. So I'm joined here by Magic from Team Asterisk. So congratulations on taking the first win of the day. So how are you guys feeling before the match?
I think some of the team was nervous, but the other was excited. Just told everyone to just have fun.
Nice. Okay, so I have some questions for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the game, we realized that the team wasn't doing so well. And then there were like really questionable plays, like the team fights. So how did you guys come back from everything that happened?
I think after we lost a few team fights, we knew that they were going to continue beating us in the fights. I think me and Invoker were a bit underfarmed. We lost 2 fights in a row. We were higher level than the CK and the Pugner, but then after those 2 fights, they got a higher level than us, and they started getting BKBs on the CK. So me and Invoker, we just had to fall back and farm. So I farmed up a Skadi, and Invoker went for the Aghanims, and then once we had more core items, it was easier to take the fights. Pretty much Chalky and Gia made the call for them to come to us. We stopped going to them, make them take the fights on our terms.
Nice. Okay, that was a really good fight, the team fight at your Tier 3 tower. That was really good. Okay, so for the last question, I want to know that which team do you think that will be the hardest for you guys to beat today?
I think Pacific Pink's going to be the hardest for us to beat today. They're a very strong, solid team.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Magic from Team Asterisk. So afterwards, we will be having Team Frosty Fire from Thailand and going against Team Pacific Pink from the Philippines. So just to remind you guys, FSL Elite is brought to you by Dreamcore, Super Solid, and also Bounty Arena. So we're going to take a short break, so don't go anywhere.